Step 2 is, yes, and I can see you guys, but I have to look down. Can I like prop this somehow? Maybe. This is a little janky. Mission complete. Whoa, it's falling. Can I? Well, I can read, but if I do this, you know why. All right. New game. This is 17.4. All right, Steve. How about this? You can set the settings for me because you've never seen this game before, and other people can suggest. We're gonna call the game Steve's First because that's a good name. So the first option is difficulty, and your range is basically insane, survivalist, warrior, nomad, adventurer, and scavenger. So what difficulty do you think I should go for? What kind of game? It is a zombie survival game. And even if we have it, let's say on Nomad, the Blood Moon frequency setting and the Blood Moon range can affect this. Scavenger. What that really means. Basically, you have super easy, easy, normal, though I should relay is that too. Stupidly or like ridiculously easy, stupid easy, pretty easy, getting a little harder. Now we're talking, and then hard is really how I would see it. And then Blood Moon is the frequency that the zombies will go crazy. So the game normally works where you're, sneaking around and there's zombies everywhere and you're trying to survive. And when a Blood Moon happens, zombies will spawn and just know where you're at and they'll just run straight for you. So it's like a, do or die mode, and you have to have defenses up and you have to survive. For this first play, though, maybe the default Nomad. Okay. Keep in mind, for me, I can do insane. It's a struggle, and it kind of comes down to RNG. Like if I get a good weapon at the beginning, I'm good to go. But, yeah. Cool. And then 60-minute hour. So the 24-hour cycle is how long a day lasts. And by default, this game's pretty long, meaning... if you play this game normally, it takes 7 hours for that first Blood Moon to happen, as the name implies, 7 days to die. And the Blood Moon is really when, things get pushed up a notch because you can kind of avoid confrontation. So let's do this. If you think you'll be here for like an hour maybe, or even 30 minutes, I can bump this to, let's say, a 20-minute, 24-hour cycle, which is really fast. And then I could have the Blood Moon frequency at 3 days. And what that means is within the first hour, we're going to have a horde. So this is going to be a very fast game. I won't have much time to scavenge and prepare. So even though it's on Nomad, this is going to make it a lot harder for me. Cool. All right. And then anything else we need? So during the day, I can make it where zombies are a lot harder because they'll run at you at the same speed as you, or I can just make them walk. I'd suggest walk just because of how much chaotic the rest is. But yeah, let's do this. Anything else? I'm going to put the Blood Moon count to the normal setting, and I mark airdrops. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Everything else we can keep default. All right, let's do this. Exactly. If the days were longer, I can be a little bit more tactical and avoid conflict a little bit more intelligently. But because the time's so quick, I'm going to really have to get going. I can't, sit and idle, or else I'm dead. So here's the game. What's kind of cool about 7 Days to Die, which you don't really see in many other games, is the whole world is voxel based. And what that means is the whole world is destructible. So everything you see, just like Minecraft, can be destroyed. And we need to get these tutorials to start, and one of them is to gather some plant fibers. So I'm punching the grass, just like in Minecraft, to kind of prep. And it has a crafting menu, and I'm making a bed real quick. A bed is just like in Minecraft, a respawn point. Do you want me to, Josh? Friends can join it. It should be joinable now. Where is the bedroll? So I'm going to put down the bedroll, and I'm going to pick it right back up. So what's the best way to hole up against the Blood Moon hordes? Well, that's a good question. Let me ask you this. Do you want me to go like maximum play and like go meta? Or should I, play more realistically? Or heck, do you want to direct me on how to play? Like where would you hide from a zombie apocalypse? Right now we're in a desert, which thermal becomes an issue pretty quick. There's a stat you get that helps with resistance. Okay, so digging is challenging. You can do it. The challenge with digging is that zombies dig too. So to really, make a good hole within 3 days and kind of fortify it, you could, but you're going to be kind of, calling it close. And then go up in a tree. Trees you can't climb. You can put a ladder and kind of use the tree as a support. Typically, I recommend, especially on early hordes, to use POIs. A POI being like a prefabricated house like this. So that probably would be better than going up a tree, would be going up into a building and then yes, they will break foundation. So it has this loose version of physics where in just a second, I'll show you how you build, and I'll kind of explain how the physics work. Oh, wow. So I just looted that backpack and found a hunting rifle, extra ammo, and a flashlight. So that is a phenomenally great find. And I just drank my water on accident. That was an epic move on my part. Okay. Why do you have blood on the screen? I think I punched a cactus or something. You can mostly ignore that. All right. Fiber, gloves, hood, pants, shirt. But yeah, they can break it down. Essentially, let's say all of this was just being supported by this pole, right? And we're up above this pole. If the zombies see us and they can't reach us, they'll scan the area to find a way to get to you. And if they can't find it, they'll beat down this. And the moment the ground foundation goes down, the rest will collapse if there's nothing to the side of it to support it, if that makes sense. So when it comes to making a tree house, your weak point would be the foundation. They would just attack that. So, unlike Minecraft, where you can just basically build in the middle of the air, that doesn't work in this game. All right, where's my hood? So is there anything truly zombie-proof? Yes. Do you want me to go for meta? I can show you kind of, quote unquote zombie proof. I don't think I can do it in day 3 though, especially with 20-minute days, but I can if you want me to go free mode and just show you what I would do, we can do that. Okay, so meta would probably be what I can do with a 20-minute day. For context, by the way, if you look at the top center of the screen, you can see it's day 1 and we're in noon. At 2200, the sun comes down and all the zombies flip to run mode. So we ideally want to be somewhere safe and kind of hiding during the nights. Just because mobs are a lot harder when it's nighttime. And also Josh joined. You can see him here. I'm going to go ahead and make him an ally. We need more stone. So now that I got a stone pickaxe, let me get some stone real quick. You'll see on the top left his health bar and how far away he is with a little compass that tells you the direction. So it's kind of handy. And if you're curious what the heck I'm doing, I'm following the directions on the top right of the screen because it will guide you basically towards free skill points. And you want skill points. So, skill points basically boost your ability to do things. Man, there's a lot of rabbits. You notice that? I might have to go hunting. All right, hold still, little rabbit. Amber, don't watch. It's moving around too much. Can I get it? Crap. So vultures are bad. I'm glad I spotted it with the shadow because it'll swoop down and smack you and then disease you, and it's really bad. So we're gonna kind of get away. And you'll notice there are zombies. There are no humans here other than Josh, which he's far away. So you can assume anything we see is a bad guy. Let me know if you get feedback from my speakers. I do need it up a little bit or else I'm going to get surprised because you guys can hear the zombies better than me. Oh no, he is coming for me. I don't like him. So which way should I go, Steve? Left, right, or should I just go stay in that house? Can I pick up the shot arrows? There's a chance. Every time an arrow lands, it has a % chance to stay. Other times it'll just poof. So the answer is basically it depends. The house is probably the best. I would agree with that. I mean, it's kind of a debate. Like if you get a good POI in one of these towns, I don't really see a good POI though. That looks like a factory because I think I'm in Navistine. And then that's like that's a city. If we were like missing food, it would be really important to go scour a town, but yeah, we should be fine. All right, so let me get in the house. The thing that sucks about POIs, just FYI, is they will be full of sleepers, which are zombies that spawn inside the house. This may have been close enough to my spawn point that they're not here, but I like to assume they're here. I have no stone. I'm a noob. All right, let me go get some stone real quick. Please don't be right there. Thank you. Stone, stone, stone. I need a bare fist. Oh, there we go. There's a stone. So basically, my stone axe is crap. And so this guy actually ran out. Let's fight him. Quack. my first zombie fight was pretty dang easy. So this house is in shambles. We've lost the front door. There's a back door that's just gaping open here. And how's the upper floor? I don't see any immediate problems with zombies. There's some collapsed flooring, but it should be fine. Got a wrench. That's kind of nice because I can wrench for leather. Though with a 3-day quickie like we have, yeah, Josh, you're going to have to just survive. And yeah, the zombies will eventually bring down the entire house. It just takes a while. Especially like early in zombies when the difficulty's not too high. I'm going to need to patch up this ground and basically turn this into a base. I'm going to just go ahead and put a bed here. How would you meta then? I'm working on that now. I first just got to get something started, so I'm going to first patch these holes so I don't accidentally fall into my death. This might break when I step on it. Nope. Well, I could have repaired it then, actually. Let's do that. And fix this hole. All right. Ah, crap. I don't want him. Let me think about this. I think I can kill him with this pretty well. The bigger guys have more hit points, and I am in a bad situation. Fortunately, the difficulty's not too high, so as long as I land some good hits. My stamina is bottomed out. You can see on the bottom left the blue bar, and Josh died. Oop, I got hit. That's bad. All right. We killed him, though. Whoa, what was that? Oh, there's a rabbit in the house? Whoa, where are you going, Betty? That was hilarious. I haven't seen a rabbit up in a top of a house, like, ever. Josh found a wolf. So it's going to be the first night here shortly. Basically, for this first night, I'm just going to fortify myself in this house right here. I'm killing this debris on the ground because it makes sound every time I walk, and I want to be safe as much as I can be. Oh man, this is really bad. Actually, I need to kill him now because I have 10 minutes in game before he starts running, and then he's going to be a pain in the butt to attack. Yep, here he comes, and he's running. Crap. Okay. So when the moment hits 2200, the whole game, they start running. So even though there might be some more right here, and this is somewhat dangerous, I need to break out the stairway. It's important because my danger levels are really high right now. Pretty much if I get aggro, they're going to run up here and destroy me. I just got to switch to the gun. Do you just put holes, trapdoors? Yeah, so their physics aren't that smart about like gaps and stuff. So what I'm doing right now is I'm collapsing the stairway. So when they path, they don't have an easy way up here, and they'll resort to just beating on walls, which is a lot safer for us. So well, Josh is doing a good job. Is there things like trapdoors or holes? There are traps, and well, there's not like there is, but they're like later in the game, so it's not super easy to get to them. So for now, what I've just done is there's really only one way up, right? We've kind of established that. unless there's like a back stairway, which we probably should double check. So there's not here. We're good here. And this is all closed. So we know that this upper area has been relatively secured because the only way up was here, which means if a zombie aggroes, chances are they're going to think the fastest way is to jump on here and then try to jump over. Or they're just going to start beating on ground below us. And that's perfect for now because we don't really want to fight them all. We want to just keep them out. So, in fact, you can see how this one's like really hurt. That was probably zombies beating on it earlier. So, I'm going to go ahead and put... I'm going to put 2 of these here, actually. Going for the meta. I think that'll be safe. And now I'm going to make a chest so we can store things. I need more stone. We're going to have to do that in the morning, which won't take very long because the days are so quick. I'm going to put a chest down right here. And unlock it. Now I can start putting things in here because I was picking up a bunch of random stuff. Go ahead and put a torch because it gets a little dark. We can at least kind of see when the zombies hit here. Yes, so every time you step in this game, there is a chance, if a nearby zombie's nearby, that they will hear you stepping. There's stats that help you, mitigate that, but it's really not too bad when you're just stepping. It's more problematic when you're like stepping on debris and doing like a gunshot. That's when it gets serious, like aggro. But you notice how like zombies walked up here? That was from me walking around and picking stuff. All right, so when tomorrow hits, I need to get 8 stone. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the old door. If we're going to go truly meta, I can even do the door trick. And what the door trick is that if you put a door, or not a door trick, a chair trick. So you put a chair in the way of a stepping area of a zombie. And by the way, I can shift run that. They don't attack it usually. I'm just kind of debating where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it like right here. So they have like a pathing bug with that object. So we'll see. It may have been patched at one point, so that's why I'm not super confident with it yet. All right. We're basically just waiting for the time. I think it's 6 o'clock that the daytime starts. Is there any questions I missed? How would you meta then? Do you set up early defense area? Yeah, this is my early defensible area right here. It's not the greatest, but it's something. I have a feeling if this was hard night tonight, they would attack this railing here and then path up that. So I probably need to reconsider some of this design. Oh, here comes a zombie. So as you can see, he is getting up to that point, giving up, and then attacking that wall. Pretty much exactly what I said. He's one lower than I thought. Obviously the chair didn't work because he could just walk around it. I'd need another chair to make it potentially work. I couldn't tell if he's running or not. Nope, he's already walking. Nice little ragdoll physics as he fell down. All right, so let's finish looting the house. another wrench. We don't need leather. We probably need bandages, if anything. You left, Josh? Where do they all go during the day? Yeah, so when it's not a zombie night, the horde night, what they're doing is they're spawning nearby and just randomly walking. So if you look around our base, you're probably going to see zombies just scattered around. You know, at random points. Of course, I say that and you can't see a single one. But during horde night, they literally just spawn and attack you. So you have no issues finding them. Obviously, more zombies. Like, okay, there's one over there on the right. You can see. You can see he's just sort of walking around. So there's another mechanic in this game where if you make a lot of noise, you're basically creating a heat level. And when that heat level hits a threshold, like let's say 100 points worth of heat, it will cause a wandering horde. And what that is a bunch of zombies will spawn in a like Congo line and just sort of walk towards you or towards that point where the heat was generated and just sort of look for the source. So you usually need to be a little bit alert about those coming around. I say that now, I'm like, yeah, there's none. But yeah, now there's 2 zombies over there just wandering around. Okay, so we now can make a campfire. We probably should get leather so that we can make a poncho. Eek. Let me jump. There we go. Oop, I messed that up. Let's try it again. Okay. We got a campfire. Let's put it right in the corner. So now that we have the campfire done, what I'm actually going to work on is skill points. So this whole game has perception skills, which are like gun related or for looting, strength related skills, which include being able to carry more, being able to melee attack better, and being able to loot resources better. Fortitude, which is sturdiness, health things, recovery, and also like being able to farm. Agility, which is all about stamina, endurance, regen stuff, and also stealthiness. So that this skill here helps you with not being detected, especially like sneaking. I think hide in the shadows 50% more effectively. Noises from actions are muffled. See, 50% at the max. Pretty good. And then intelligence is where a lot of the bread and butter is because, like, for example, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy Master Chef 1 because I already know that's a great one. But even like Physician, which lets you make bandages, scientist, crafting stuff, being able to make cars. There's tons of things. And then influencing is like better bartering and things like that. I'm going to go Pack Mule and Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which increases melee and tool use. Because I typically go a little bit more melee. And yeah. Is it safe to join up with him and regroup? I think he left. He gave up after a couple deaths. I don't know where he went. He probably got busy with something else. But it would have been what he probably should have done, except the fact that he joined a little late, was just run for me. Just because, or set up his own base and kind of survived. But me running to him would have been a risk because just like if him running to me, you catch a wolf or some other type of thing and you're screwed. Okay. Now that we got all that other side, let's talk about things we need, which includes fiber. which I think I have fiber up here still. We're going to grab fiber, make a shovel. And the reason I want a shovel is we need to find clay. And clay typically is in these darker gray patches, which of course, because we're in a desert, it's an extra pain in the butt. We also probably should keep that wrench on us. And we're going to scavenge these areas for food, resources, and all, like, we don't care about that. That's good. Honestly, for the amount of time we're playing, that meat stew is probably enough food for the whole game. All right, see how this car over here is complete? We want to use the wrench on it after we loot it. And we're basically going to scavenge. And it's going to get us on the bottom right. You can see we're getting metal. We're getting mechanical parts, which we don't care about. But what I really want, there we go, is leather. Because what leather gives you is the ability to make a poncho. And because we're in a desert, we're going to get really hot quick. So having a poncho would help with the heat. I mean, you could probably argue. Yeah, like right now, you notice how I'm kind of looking around? Because I know that the zombies are going to like come investigate because I'm banging on something. Alright, so I got a bunch of junk I don't ever plan to use. Normally I'd keep all this, it's super valuable, but because this is a fast game, I'm not going to bother. Apparently I made 2 stone shovels, whoops. Pretty sure this is only going to give me dirt, sand, yeah. Oh, I do get a little clay though, that's good. Clay lets you make cobblestone, cobblestone lets you make flagstone, and flagstone is a lot better than wood to make a fortification. It really sucks, honestly, that we're in a desert. This is like one of my bane biomes. I don't like deserts that much. Every bird nest you want to collect because feathers are the resource blood for arrows. Like everything an arrow requires, feather, wood, and stone. The hardest part of that combo is feathers. So, yeah, I'm pretty much going to run around, try to get some leather. I'm going to need water soon, which we haven't found a water source. That's a good reason to go to a city. Not tonight, though, because, man, I just realized. So it's day 2. We're at 1500. So I have tonight and tomorrow to prepare for a horde. So what I probably should be really doing is just looking for arrows, because arrows are going to be what makes or breaks us. To leave the desert. Typically, like if I was playing legit, I wouldn't stay in the desert. If this was longer than, like if the days were normal 60-minute ones, yeah, I wouldn't stay in the desert. I still don't see any clay. What is this POI? There's nothing really in it that I care about, I think. Maybe water, maybe a pot. Oh yeah, I would need a cooking pot. a cooking pot would give me the ability to make water, even though we're going so dang quick. I honestly don't think it's gonna matter. Crap, I don't want to be here. You know what? I'm gonna waste a bullet. Oh, I'm gonna waste 2 bullets apparently. Okay. And the reason I wasted a bullet is these drop feathers. As you can see, quite a lot. Oh, you bastard. They don't hurt that bad, though. Ike. Shit. So shooting that gun is like basically putting a huge beacon on yourself. All right, where'd the corpse go? Oh no, it's almost nighttime. I don't really want to kill all these guys. Let's go ahead and steal a little bit of arrows. I kind of want the rest, but actually doing pretty good on feathers, right? There we go. All right, I'm gonna go home. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight all of them. Chicken. Just grabbing these feathers. We're gonna need a lot more stone. Because it's still daytime, I can pretty much just run away from them, like without even trying. I have very low threat because of the level of the difficulty combined with them walking. I don't feel any threat yet. But you also will notice that because it's getting close to nighttime, I'm meandering towards the base. Which is probably kind of dumb to attract them all to the base, but it shouldn't be a big deal. All right, so we got a guy right there. Don't know if he's alerted to me yet. Assuming the base is safe, I'm going to try to get as much stone as I can real quick here. Because I got 1 hour in game, which is like 60 seconds before nighttime. And I want some stone. All right. He's aggroed. So let's get back up here. Gotta wait for stamina. And let's take all of our... And we're out of wood. That is our current bottleneck. We have 178 feather, 0 wood, and 30 stone. But I'm going to go ahead and pump a point in making better weapons. And I'll make a better bow here in a sec. Okay. Do you have to recheck that zombie didn't spawn inside the house? So zombies, especially when you put a bedroll, they're supposed to not spawn. So I'm pretty comfortable here right now. It's more likely the dude that's below us is going to come up here, I think, than mobs respawning in here. So I feel relatively safe. We need to Make a little bit more bandages. Oh wait, I could make a bandana. So the bandana goes on your face and helps with, it gives you just a little bit of cold resistance. But honestly, the days are going so fast. So when you start the game, you get this elemental protection for like an hour, which normally is only the first day. But because this game is so fast, we still have elemental protection, and it's, you know, oh, there's a bad guy. I don't think he's aggroed. I think he's just roaming. Yeah. He didn't see me. Yes, I need to do something with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm probably going to break the railing, put a nice wall there. I might even break down those spots right here, because that's what they're using to decide that the wall is the best. I can't reach it. Oh, now he sees me. See him running? And now he's going to beat on it, which I don't want him to beat on it, because if he beats on it, I can't reach him there. I'm actually going to have a lot of arrows, so. Ah. So that's why you got booted, Josh. I thought you maybe rage quitted. So we got 2 foods. How are we doing in food anyways? Like, wow. My food is still like almost full across the board. You need to figure out your, make sure all your drivers are up to date. Do what you can, you know? All right, so well, here's another guy. Okay, that was dumb of me. I regret this a lot. Okay. Where did he go? Is that him? Did I kill him? I'm like nervous. All right. Got a little bit of wood. I need a lot more wood. I need a lot more just arrows. I'm actually going to risk it a little bit. We need... What's that? just looking. There he is. So we're going to need a lot of stone to keep up, because our feathers are 178. So He like his moves, jumping on that cactus. That was interesting. He's gonna do it again. Jumps up. Whee! Some entertainment while I dig, right? No, I think some of them do. They used to. I don't know if they changed that in a way that makes them not take damage. Oops, I took damage right there. That was me hitting his freaking cactus. I need trees. Trees in a desert. Super common. So I'm just going to try to get as many arrows as I can, a little bit extra wood. We can start working on fortifying the base just a little bit. So there's a gas station over there on the left. But there's freaking cactuses. I mean, the cactus don't really hurt, but I did use my first aid bandage. We should be okay, though. So how the game works is that first aid bandages heal your health a little bit, like you regen health after using one. Normal bandages are cheaper to make, but they only stop bleeding. And bleeding can be lethal in this game because typically when you take damage, there's a pretty high chance the damage you take will also have bleeding effect. And the bleeding effect is like a damage over time, and if you do not treat it pretty much immediately, you take significantly more damage. So, shit. I don't, there he is. My audio is really quiet, so you guys don't get feedback, so I did not hear him at all. Looks like we're doing pretty good on wood. We need stone. And pretty much once we get stone, I'll queue up a bunch of arrows. We'll fortify the base, and we'll see what day 3 horde gives us. We should be thinking about an escape plan so that if we do get a breach and they get up there somehow, like what our plans will be. I would say let's transition into being on the rooftop, because you can see over there there's a whole other platform on the top. So correct. If there's a breach, they're all going to follow that breach. Pretty much, it's like a dam breaking at that point, right? The water will just come, and you cannot stop it. So your best strategy is to have another dam, a backup, point, so that you can survive. Yeah. I mean, if anything, having a run escape route. If we're going truly meta, you pretty much just run away. But that's not as fun to watch. My goal is not to run. My goal is to see if I can keep alive in the place, But yes, if you're truly going meta, you could, survive in the base up to a certain point, and then if you ever have a breach, just run for it. All right, so now I'm thirsty. Crap. If I'm thirsty, I have no water. And I don't have a lake. So I'm going to probably go through the whole night thirsty. So I can make 160. I'm going to make 100. Would the gas station or other facilities be better? Well, if we leave the base and we run, we're probably just fine running around. Because what will happen is that when a horde night happens, mobs spawn like randomly around you and they just run for you, and you can't evade them, right? They just run for you endlessly. But they're not super great at like pursuing you across like large plots. So oh, that's right. That's going to require rebar, or the forged iron, which we don't have. So I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to make some frames, which is the reason I'm making frames is that I can temp build here, and you can pick these up. So it's like a noob ladder. And I'm going to reinforce those a little bit. And put a frame there. Put a frame there. And put a frame there. That technically is the same as the other. I don't really care about the ground. It's only one night. Okay, and then while this is all building, the roof, escape. I would say let's escape from here. But as you can see, you can like literally break walls, reshape a whole place. Kind of, make whatever you want. Ugh. Okay, well, it's about to repair that. And this is like your queue of things to do. Put one there, put one there, upgrade it. So there's a wandering horde. You see over there, from all the work I'm doing, it basically spawns a bunch of zombies, and they take a spot randomly on your house. Okay, this was a bad place to break through. I can maybe salvage this. Just basically do something like... this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I scrolled. So the general idea, though, is that I can get up here. This is interesting. I can get up here, and this will be like the last stand. I might even like put some frames here because this is cobblestone. It's a little stronger, so I might survive. Especially if we hit a point where, you know, this is my last stand. I can just run up this, pick these up, and just chill here and attack vultures if they come. That's the downside of being outside and holding still, but it works. So we can go ahead and test this because it's just about Horde Night. Oh, crap. I probably should have stayed up there. And what they should do is just fall down. Nope. I might be able... Yeah, see there how they're falling down. Oh, they'll do the jump, but... I'm going to go ahead and eat this meat stew because this is the last night. Can zombies get up there as well? So what they're trying to do is they can't jump there naturally. So they do these like attempts. And you'll notice when they do it, if I'm standing there, they can't hurt me. Because I keep backing off, they can't quite hit me. And what they're doing instead is they're hitting these. You can see how like that's taking damage. They're hitting that instead. I'm going to probably reinforce this so they don't. But yeah, see, they just sort of, they'll jump, go back around, up the stairs, and try again and again and again. So, can they get up there the rest of the route from the other plans, from the other path? Can they go up to the other roof? Go up to the roof from any other path? No, this is the closest point to where I'm at. That's why they're all path here. You know, they're using like an A-star, you know, pathing distance and finding that this is the closest. And then once they find that the path here is not good, they look at the area and see if they can collapse something to help build a path. They're not very smart about it, but all they need is numbers. And especially at later Horde nights, numbers is not a problem. This is what's going to probably happen when Horde Night happens here in shortly. The Blood Moon here is a Horde Night. Yeah, actually I could. That's a good idea. I cut his head off. Don't have enough for 2 spikes. Oh man, that's a lot of zombies. It's not even Horde Night. I mean, it's not even the Horde. This is just zombies spawning. And they're already breaking up my stuff. That's not very cool of them. So what I'm going to actually do is put one there. So they'll step on it and they'll mess up. Like he just fell into it and died. Oop, that's the bad part of spikes though. Crap. His body needs to go away like now. I can't kill his body quick enough. Okay, good. The spike's already gone. That's the downside to spikes, is they don't last very long. They do good damage. So what he did is he stood on the spikes, and while he was taking damage, he used that to springboard himself up. So that could have been a lot more dangerous than I made it look. All right, we have one more hunting rifle shot. I'll use that just in case something really crazy happens tonight. It is now Horde Night. Raining outside. I can hear the dripping. So here comes a Horde Night, a day 3 version. Okay, that's not how this is supposed to go. Oh shit. This is really bad, actually. Wait. Why am I not switching? You are stunned? Mike. So that's a Horde Night. I can respawn on my bed and like give you a better preview of it. Because, you know, my bed's like right here, which means she's going to be like right behind me potentially. Sometimes it despawns her though. Yep. Okay. So there's my backpack. Well, let's give that a round too. So for some reason I couldn't switch to my club. And so what happens is if you die during a Horde Night, the mobs that were hoarding you, poof, and now it's going to spawn a new set for you. But apparently this was a bad design. In fact, while I'm waiting, I can't reach it. I was going to break that down. Or better yet, let's do this. There's an arrow I can salvage. Whoa, a little bit of the roof fell on me. I think because I died during the Horde Night and it's so early in the game. That's right, Amber. There's like no zombies. Yeah. Well, and plus like these earlier Horde Nights, there was only going to be like the equivalent of what you saw in that Wandering Horde, so like maybe 8 zombies. We'll hold it out. You know, we still have like 3 or 4 hours in game. But yeah, that might have been it. So yeah, so the Horde Night, you know, where that one zombie jumps up there, smacks you, stuns you, makes it so you can't change your weapon, and kills you. It was good times. Good times. Especially on like novice or nomad, whatever setting we have it on, it's like not hard. I'm embarrassed. I can beat this game on insane. Well, beat, relatively speaking. Now I feel like a noob. But it's a cool looking game. It has a lot of really interesting mechanics. You can make all sorts of stuff, especially with like Grease Monkey. Like you can literally make a gyrocopter that you can fly around with, and like a 4x4 truck with a huge storage space. And this game is especially fun multiplayer, which is why like Josh probably should. No, Amber, I am playing on default Nomad, and I just died to one freaking zombie. I got caught up right here and couldn't switch my weapon, and I couldn't do anything, and just I'm sad. I'm so sad. I'm gonna go look for trouble for revenge. Yeah, there were like no zombies. You can say that, Amber. It's okay. Pretty much everyone on the stream right now are just people I know. Though I can't see the stream count. Yeah, there's 3 viewers. It's probably you, Steve, and maybe Josh, if I had to guess. Well, that was the night. I'm so disappointed. No, she is the person in South Africa. This is not Amber the sister. This is Amber friend. And she has issues streaming the game. So, yeah. That's right. I had death by one little easy zombie. Anyways, that's 7 Days to Die. And it was about an hour, right? How long did that take? It should have been only an hour.